Okay, I'm here with EG.IdrA on the finals of NASL. He's actually going to Korea very, very soon. Are you excited about that?
I am. Obviously it's Korea. I'm practicing the Slayer's house. It's a great opportunity. I'm really looking forward to that. And it's actually going to be kind of the downtime for me. I'm finally done with this run of tournaments after WCG, so I'm actually going to be relaxing by practicing 12 hours a day. So I'm really looking forward to that.
The Slayer's house is interesting. You're going to be there with Boxer and Jessica and all those guys. Is the EG Slayers partnership? Are you guys going to like really train with each other, or is it going to be mostly keeping to your own teams?
No, it's mostly a practice partnership. Like, we don't have the deal that some of the other teams do. Like, we don't help them pay to send players through tournaments or stuff, and we don't have a partnership where we play in GSTL.
Well, that sounds pretty good. Are you excited to finally get back on the Korean ladder where there's nobody, sniping you constantly with streams and stuff?
I don't intend to. I would rather play mostly custom games. I'll still ladder and stream a little bit, but my intent is to play mostly practice games with the Slayers members and other friends in Korea.
So it's been a while since we last talked to you, so a lot of things have changed. But the biggest being you guys have a new team member that used to be on Liquid. What was your reaction when you first heard the news, and who told you, and how did that work out?
I was told by our owner, CEO, Alex Garfield. He just came to me and said, we're gonna acquire Chris, or it's almost a done deal. And I was really, really happy. I mean, he's a great player. He adds a lot to the team, both in terms of accomplishments and skill, and like the ability to play in team matches and stuff like that. So it makes life easier for me. It builds EG's brand. It makes us bigger. That brings in more sponsorship. It's good for everyone. And like, I've always been friends with him. Like, we get along really well personally. I didn't respect his gameplay too much. He's improved a lot. He's worked really, really hard for a long time in Korea. Everyone has to respect that. Like, I know how hard that is to do, and he's done it more so than anyone else in StarCraft 2 so far, I think. So. And we have also grown a lot closer personally since he joined the team. We go to most of the same tournaments. It's really nice having a friend who can like travel around with me to them.
So you guys are like best buddies now, but don't you think that ruined one of the great rivalries in StarCraft 2?
The competitive rivalry is still there. Like, we play each other. We still want to beat each other really badly. We played at DreamHack, and he beat me, and I wasn't happy at all about it. The competitive rivalry is still there. It's just we haven't played on a big stage recently, just because. I don't think it really damages that. And it also kind of grew the EG.TL rivalry, or the community's view of the rivalry. So I think it also helps in terms of that.
Do you think that the EG.TL rivalry is good for the scene? And what do you think? What do you think for Liquid players in general?
Yost, obviously, Rhett is like a long time friend of mine. I hold a ton of respect for him. He was great in StarCraft 1, he's great in StarCraft 2. If he could dedicate himself to it, I think he could be the best foreigner. So he's an excellent player, and you have a lot of other good players like Chef. And if Tyler would practice, I imagine he'd be really good. I don't know what's going on with that. And then obviously you're requiring more Korean players. Hero, we just started kicking ass recently, like winning everything. And Zenio, he's kind of bad, but you gotta have some mascots. So yeah, I think the rivalry overall is a good thing. That's the kind of thing that people can really enjoy watching, really get into emotionally. I've always said, anything that inspires more emotional reaction in the audience or in the community is really, really good, because that's what people get behind. That's what gets them excited about stuff. So having more than just the game and just the gameplay is a very good thing for esports.
I think we should play it up a little bit, maybe a little more hate. I think like now people are seeing EG and Liquid like little buddy. They don't like it that much, so maybe we should
start hating each other more.
More insults.
I can get behind that, yeah. Okay. Especially now that you have Zenio.
Okay. Yeah, maybe like everyone on Liquid's ugly, stuff like that.
Like, you're a pretty handsome team. You just don't win that much. I mean,
there you go. We got a little bit. So you're leaving the EG house now. What was your time like there, and did you learn anything?
It was really great. I mean, it's an amazing house. It's really, really nice. I think everyone's seen the videos and stuff. It's got a pool. It's huge. It's very, very nice. So living there was fun. It was with a bunch of my old friends, like me and Jeff and Bryce have been friends since back a long time into StarCraft 1. And the Muslim, I actually recommended he join the team. I have a lot of respect for him. He's a cool guy. And Axlife and Strife Crow, they meshed into the team really well too. I went off to France with Nick, and we had a good time. So I'm very happy with all the people there, and it's a great practice environment. I mean, it is still in North America. You have limited practice partners, but it is a pro team like environment. Everyone is there to play StarCraft 2 and to be the best they can be at it. So that really helped me start practicing more and kind of getting back into the game. And I mean, I think it shows. My results haven't been great over these last few tournaments. Like, I definitely think I should have done better. I wish I could have. But I did win 2 of the tournaments I've played in. I had a really good run at Orlando and some other good matches as well.
And you made Slasher shave his head.
I did do that.
You're responsible for that.
That is the highlight of this little run of mine. So there's that. And I think a large part of that was the fact that I moved into the EG house and just that practice environment.
I asked a Muslim what it was like there, and he said there was a funny story about him and the dog. Do you like the pets there? I mean, you have your own cat. You're not going to be able to bring him to Korea, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd be allowed to have him in the Slayer's house. I brought him with me from Korea to the U.S. I could bring him back, I suppose, but he's not a very social cat. I didn't think, moving into a pretty small apartment with like 15 Korean guys would be too fun for him. So Bryce is his adopted dad for a little while.
And he's going to be able to tell the difference, right?
Yes, he can. He's very obnoxious when I'm not there. Apparently, he just like sits on the top of the steps and meows until someone comes up to get him and then runs away and stuff. So they're all kind of mad that I'm leaving because of that.
And you're moving into like a tiny, like apartment compared to the EG house that it is now. Is that going to be hard to transition, or or are you just going to be completely okay with that because the practice is so much better?
Well, I mean, for me, the difference is either you live on your own or maybe with one other person, or you live in a team house. It's obviously it's nicer and you have more space in the EG house, but you still don't have a ton of privacy. You're still living with 6, 7 other people. The difference in terms of how many more people and how much less space, that doesn't bother me too much. Although apparently the Slayer's house is like really, really high quality. It's in a really nice area and stuff, but the trade-off is it's very small. Puma was saying it's smaller than the EG.IdrA house, so it might be small enough that it actually bothers me. But I don't really think so. I spent 3 years in StarCraft 1 practice environment in Korea, and I don't think it can be any more rigorous than that.
So, I mean, I'm not asking any controversial questions, so I gotta spice this interview up now. Who would you say is TL or is EG's frontline player, like their biggest star? Is it you, Huck, or Puma?
Depends on what you're looking for. Puma has the best accomplishments recently, and you could probably say he's the best player overall. I think I draw the most attention. The most attention. I get the most viewers when I stream. I get the most comments and reactions in any kind of interviews and press stuff I do, and I'm just the most out there.
All right. And obviously, the most important question: are you single now?
Yes, I am.
And I asked a Muslim who recently we found out that he has a pageant girlfriend.
Yes, he does.
Has Anna tried to introduce you to anyone?
She has not yet. No.
Why don't you get her to do it? Come on.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're going to Korea now, so maybe
that would interfere with it. It's actually, I don't know how people do it, like stay competitive and have a girlfriend. It's just like my schedule the last 2.5 months, I was in the house for like a week total, and that was split up, and I was bouncing through time zones. And I don't know how you can maintain a relationship through that. It would be incredibly stressful.
Maybe. Well, when you go to Korea, you're gonna get a Code A seed.
Up and down matches.
Oh, sorry, up and down matches. Those are even better.
Yeah.
Well, so their new format's great for you. Is the plan there is long term then?
Initially, I'm planning on staying 3 months. If MLG or something pops up 2.5 months in, then I'll probably come back and just stay until it's convenient to go again. We'll see. My focus competitively is still going to be in the West, particularly in America, if I have my choice in it. But I do want to stay in Korea as much as possible just for the practice. So I'm not sure where I will end up spending most of my time. I imagine it will be split, in some way or another. We'll just have to wait and see how many tournaments there are in the West and how I can make it work.
All right. Well, I assume the EG streaming, the Slayers no streaming thing doesn't apply to you guys, right?
I know some Slayers players stream. I know Dragon does and Yu-Gi-Oh does and a few others. So I'm not sure if there is a Slayers no streaming thing. And I haven't actually talked to them about it, but I'm required to stream, so I'm pretty sure that won't change.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and we'll catch up with you maybe at the next MLG or IPL or one of those events to see how it's been going. Thanks a lot, Greg, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right.